One of the biggest storylines to come out of 49ers training camp so far is the way the reps have been distributed amongst all the quarterbacks. As we already know, Brock Purdy came back from the UCL repair surgery and instantly took over as quarterback one, taking every single quarterback one rep in the past two practice. Matt Mayoko, as you can see, put together a percentage of all the reps and the way they're distributed amongst all the quarterbacks. As you can see, Brock Purdy is at the top with 41.6, Trey Lance in second with 21.8, Sam Darnold 18.8, and Brandon Allen rounding out with 17.8%. A lot of the conversations so far have obviously been about completion percentages, which I think are a minimal tracking device for quarterback evaluation in training camp. But I do think this is relevant. And I do think this conversation is definitely worth having because I think a lot of what we're starting to see on social media and everything like that is why this kind of snap despair, just basically why isn't Trey Lance getting more reps is what it comes down to. I don't think too many people have a lot of questions or concerns with Brock Purdy getting the quantity of reps that he's gotten since returning. I think everyone expects that to be the case. We knew he's been the leader in the clubhouse and he's regained that starting position. And I think everyone understands that. But of course, a lot of people have a lot of high hopes for Trey Lance as well. And they want to see Trey Lance have a shot at least trying to take down Sam Darnold for the quarterback two spot. I think when fans see how many snaps Brandon Allen is getting and then how many snaps Trey Lance is getting, I think it is generating some frustration because people are trying to rationalize why is Brandon Allen getting almost nearly the same amount of reps as Trey Lance when the thing that we have been saying about Trey Lance since he was drafted third overall out of North Dakota State was this guy needs reps. And so why are we limiting his reps? And I do think that's a fair question to ask. Now, one of the things since covering training camp for the past 3 years now, the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan, whether it's the quarterback position, other positions have always had a very interesting way of splitting reps. I think if you go back to Trey Lance's first year in the league as a rookie in training camp, I believe don't don't take this for gospel, but I believe Trey Lance had 5 starting reps all of training camp. Trey primarily ran with the twos. It was very rare that Trey Lance got an opportunity to run with the ones in that particular training camp of his rookie year. So that was always something that was under kind of scrutiny back then is, well, why aren't we seeing Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance split more reps? So it's kind of now come to, obviously that was 2 years ago, and we're now seeing this situation play out. Obviously, Trey Lance got a lot of starting reps last year in last year's training camp as he was declared the starting quarterback, but it has definitely, kind of taken a back seat a little bit. And Sam Darnold is definitely kind of rapidly approaching right now on, taking more reps away from Trey Lance and of course Brandon Allen. So, like I said, I think this is a fair thing to have questions about because ultimately, at the end of the day, a lot of fans believe in Trey Lance. A lot of fans have hope that Trey Lance can be the franchise savior, the franchise quarterback that this team has been searching for a long time. And so I totally understand some of the frustration that's coming out of that. I think the bigger question is just like, what's the thought process? How do we rationalize Brandon Allen getting these many reps? I think the true competition is for quarterback two. Brandon Allen feels like he's auditioning to be the QB3. What does that mean for the future? Is that mean the winner of QB2 stays and the loser gets traded? What does it mean? I think it's a little bit too early to make those assumptions, but you can let me know what you think it means in the comments below. Again, I think this is worth monitoring throughout the entirety of training camp, just who's getting the reps, how the rotation looks, and how it's affecting these quarterbacks potentially as a result. I know, again, a lot of fans for the 49ers don't primarily want to see Sam Darnold have a ton of success. They want all the reps to go to Trey Lance, which again, you draft him third overall. I get it. I understand it. Fans want to see Trey Lance be successful. It's going to be very fascinating to continue to watch play out. I mean, 3 days into training camp, and it's pretty interesting. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what it means because I'm not in those quarterback rooms. I'm not sitting with Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan was very explicit about talking about how to figure out this quarterback rotation. There's clearly a plan in place, a plan that I am not aware of. All we're doing is pointing it out, talking about what we've seen so far, and also giving you an opportunity to give your opinions in the comments below about what we're seeing regarding the way these snaps are broken out. But I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think. What does this kind of make you upset? I feel like this is what's making a lot of people upset today. Um, Again, it's one step in this kind of process of training camp. I think things can evolve and change, especially for Trey Lance. But right now, Brock Purdy is clearly the starting quarterback, and he's going to get every opportunity to continue to knock the rust off as he comes back from the UCL repair surgery. And I think the question is, who's going to be quarterback two? Is it going to be Trey Lance? Is it going to be Sam Darnold? And is Brandon Allen kind of locked in at the quarterback three? Is that why he's getting so many reps? I don't know. You let me know in the comments below. This is something that we'll continue to look at and monitor moving forward. But as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more training camp